Welcome back to Mustache Moto. It's Ben, and today we're going to continue with the Motorcycle Simplified series. I've got 5 things, the 5 most important things to keep you safe on the road. The first thing is to be smooth, because smooth is safe, but smooth is also fast. And when I say smooth, what I mean is all of your inputs on the motorcycle. Your braking, and we talked about that, I'll link that video, but your braking, your acceleration, your turns, your leaning, all of those transitions need to be as smooth as possible. Now you can do these fast still, you can really be quick on the motorcycle, but you still can do it smoothly. That means you don't snatch the brake, you squeeze the brake. You don't hammer the throttle, you roll it on. You don't throw the bike over, you lean it. Now you can do these incredibly fast, but you still have to do them smooth. And if you do them smooth, it'll make you even faster. And it makes you safer because the motorcycle suspension is in its optimum position. Your tires have the most traction. So if you have an emergency, you can get out of that situation. Next, look. You want to look where you want to go. We talked about this in the counter steering video, and I'll link that. But the thing is, always look where you want to go. Look through the turn. Look for the open spot if it's an emergency. If someone's coming towards you, don't look at them. Look at where you want to go. Always look where you want the bike to go. Always have an exit. You always need to know your surroundings. This is mainly for in traffic, but really can apply anywhere. Always know where your exit is, where you can squirt the bike to if there's an emergency. Just have that in the back of your head. You're always scanning with your peripheral vision and looking in your mirrors, and you know if something happens, you know exactly where you want to go. Always ride at 80% or below of your ability. This is key. You never want to push to the limit, because if you do that, if something goes wrong, you have no way to recover. So 80% is about the perfect maximum for how hard you want to push. That's going to change as your ability changes. That changes depending on how tired you are. How do you know what 80% is? That's kind of tough. You just got to kind of feel it. You just got to know you got about 20% more you can hit if you really need it. If you ever ride on a track or get the opportunity to do a track day, that's a great way to push the limit and really see how far you can go. And that'll reset, recalibrate, so you'll know where 80% is. Now, this is especially important when you're riding in a group. Don't fall into peer pressure. Ride to your ability. If they pull away, don't worry about it. You got GPS, you can find your way. If they're good riders, they're going to wait for you at the next exit. They're going to wait for you when they make a turn. Ride within your ability always. All right. Tip number 5 relies on the 4 tips before it and practicing those. So if you're always smooth on your inputs and your controls so that the bike suspension is working for you and has the most traction possible, if you're constantly knowing where your exits are, if you always look where you want to go and through turns, and if you're only riding at 80% or less of your ability, when something horrible happens, when somebody pulls out in front of you, when things go south, don't panic. And you're not going to panic because you've got these skills and they're muscle memory at this point. You just do them. You don't even think about it. What happens to me, I've had people pull out in front of me. I've had close calls. What happens is I react. It's almost slow motion, and my body does these things. And then the adrenaline hits me after I'm already past the situation. That's what you want. You don't want to freeze. You don't want to be a deer in the headlights. You want to just do the things you're doing every time you ride. Now, of course, it's easier said than done when I say don't panic. One thing that might help you is remember that your motorcycle is way more capable than you are. Unless you're Valentino Rossi or Marc Marquez or somebody like that, the motorcycle has more to give, and it's usually being ham-fisted or not riding properly that's going to cause you to lose traction. The bike can do it. If you got to lean that little extra bit to get out of a situation, you have to threshold brake a little bit harder, your bike can handle it. All right, stay safe and get out there and ride.